Hey there, Leo. It's Viv from Wisdom Released, and this is your week ahead reading from Monday, the 18th of June, through to the Sunday, the 24th. I'm using Lo Scarabeo. I'll be pulling 8 cards for this week. One, which is the first one, which is the overall energy, sort of like the flavour or the theme for the week, and then 1 card per day, Monday through Sunday. I have already shuffled and I've cut the deck, so I'll get on and pull the cards. Wow. Well, this is really interesting. You have shown up your card as yourself in this reading, which is the Strength card, which represents Leo, but it's in reverse, and I don't normally read in reverse, so it's really interesting to me that this has popped out upside down. And what it tells me, what it says to me, is that you're really not feeling yourself. That you feel a little bit unsure of yourself, that you feel a sense of disquiet. I can't really put my finger on why that should be or what that is. It just doesn't feel... You're lacking in confidence somehow, and you are normally very outward facing, very outgoing, very sure of yourself, and here it feels the opposite. So this week feels like you're just not sure, you're just not certain how things are going to pan out. And this is kind of confirmed to me by the presence of the Moon card. The Moon is the opposite of the Sun. It could be that you're connecting with a Cancerian. The Moon is the ruler of that sign, and it's the opposite of your sign. It's the opposite of clarity. So things are hidden, things aren't clear. You're unsure whether to start a journey. You don't know whether you feel comfortable kind of in your emotions or out of your emotions. It feels like you're uncomfortable with a lack of clarity. You're confused, and you can't really see what the next step to take is. So Monday there's a sense of confusion, but the good thing is that there is light. There are 2 lighthouses here, and they help you to not crash on the rocks, as it were. So they're a warning, and really all you need to be able to see is like the next step or the next few steps. You don't need to see right to the end of the journey. Just take the steps that you need to take today. Step as far as you can see today, and that way I feel that you'll re-establish your sense of security and your sense of confidence. So that's Monday. Tuesday continues with a theme. To me, the Knave of Chalices here, it feels like you're still feeling like a little bit like a fish out of water. You're not very comfortable feeling such intense emotions, and my feeling is that you'd rather squash them down rather than acknowledge them and honour them and let them out. Emotions are a beautiful part of who you are, and the presence of the Swan here in this card is asking you to embrace all aspects of yourself, including all the emotions that you feel. The turtle here tells me that that's sort of like a slow process. On land, the turtle is very slow and cumbersome, but in the water, wow, there's lots of flow. It feels really at home. I get the feeling that you, for a fire sign, that you feel at home by water, and that it's a calming influence on you. And maybe spending some time by water today will help you with your feeling of disquiet and discomfort. Wednesday is asking you to walk away from old hurts, old insecurities, perceived slights and injuries and betrayals, people you think who may have stabbed you in the back. These are all insecurities that you can walk away from today. You know, they're no longer serving you, and there's a brighter horizon ahead of you. You can safely walk away from these today. So that's Wednesday. Thursday, more moon, more opposite of your normal self. Thursday is about allowing yourself to be guided by your intuition. It's allowing yourself to go within, to reflect on who it is that you really are, what it is that you really want, and to be guided by that. Maybe it's to acknowledge secret desires, things that you'd rather kept hidden. The only person you can really be 100% truthful with is yourself. Maybe today is giving you an opportunity to reflect on how you may have been deceiving yourself previously, and to be really honest with yourself about what it is that you want, what it is that you want to do, where you see yourself going. Friday is asking you to see things from maybe from another person's point of view, to take a second look, to have a look at things from a different perspective, to consider things maybe that you haven't considered before. It feels like it's asking you not to take things personally, but to be objective, to take an objective view, which may be a little bit upside down to what you're normally used to doing. There's a temptation to procrastinate here. There's a temptation to put things off. Sometimes I think it feels easier to put things off and not to deal with them head on. Maybe dealing with them head on, you might feel that it's going to cause conflict, or people are going to get carried away with saying what they think in the moment rather than really saying what they mean and coming from a place of loving kindness. Maybe you're thinking Friday is a day to delay and put things off until you feel a little clearer, until you feel a little bit more like yourself. Whether procrastinating and delaying is the right thing to do, only you can decide. But Saturday has a real sense of unity around it, has a real sense of things coming together. Maybe there is the opportunity for a reconciliation. maybe it's things coming together professionally. Maybe you just feel that generally in your life that things are headed in the right direction, and after feeling unnerved, after feeling unsettled this week, that here you can really take solace and comfort and feel reassured that things actually are coming together. Sunday. This is the star card, so this is it feels like you're being guided, it feels like you're being watched over. It feels like the universe really has your back, and it's looking out for you. It feels like it's presenting you, offering you something that in the long run you really, really want. On the surface, it could feel really quite disturbing. Here, the figure, the young girl, is pouring wine into the water, and it's disturbing the surface. It is disturbing our emotions. It might feel uncomfortable. On the surface, it might seem like, no, this isn't what I want. I don't want to feel this way. But in the end, I think this is saying that you do want this. In the long run, this is something that you really do want. But you might be... This is maybe why you're not feeling yourself. You might not actually be accepting the truth about a situation, you know, that you might be keeping your real feelings hidden. Which is why you're possibly taking your time about deciding on what your next move should be. My feeling is that the outcome is guided, it's blessed, it's nudging you in the right direction, that whatever it is that's going on in your life at the moment, that this is good for you. So there we are, Leo. I hope that's resonated with you. I hope that you find that of some use. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you next time. But in the meantime, I'm sending you lots of love and light, and take good care.